All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. Let's go down to the news information of the day. My big congratulations to the President of America, Donald Trump of Umuchineke, a man who has stood by the principle of Chukwu Okika Biama and a man who has the interests of Biafrans at heart. And I believe that as Mazi Donald Trump has taken over office, I think it's high time for him to rise up and say, let Biafra people go, let him be the Moses and release the children of Israel from the bondage of Pharaoh of the Egyptians. As it be, information where they drop for my table be said, this Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has written to Finland president over Biafra declaration. Unlike other African countries, or unlike African countries, you see as this issue of Biafra is moving forward in Finland, and there has been a lot of letters that has been written by the Nigerian government, the Nigeria House of Senate, the House of Assembly members, even ambassadors to Finland to make sure that Ekpa is handicapped or Ekpa is captured. But these people have forgotten that white man does not think like black man, because if white man thinks like black man, I don't think that by now black man would have gotten his independence. A lot of African countries and a lot of South American and other countries that got their independence, I don't think that would have happened by now, because most of these white people, they believe in what is written in paper. Once you are able to break that code or be able to find out what is written about you in a paper, the white man gives you the freedom to exercise your right. It took Martin Luther King a lot of years, protests and the rest of them, to be able to alleviate the black people of America from the bondage of not associating with the whites. Those days in America, you find out that around the 1940 and the rest of them, during the time of Martin Luther King and the rest of them, you find out that when a white man enters a bus, a black man is supposed to stand up so that a white man can sit down. And places like Michigan, Alabama, and the rest of them, there were no blacks there, because even if you're a black man and try to come up or associate with the white, some of them were lynched. But when people like Martin Luther King Jr. and a lot of other people like Abraham Lincoln and the rest of them, who stood up and made sure that self-rights is legal for everyone, that people have the right to associate, the right to religion, the right to speech, and the rest of them, many people were liberated. A lot of people were liberated. And that was what happened. Meanwhile, as it be, Simon Ekpa has written to the Finland government. Let's go down to that information. Simon Ekpa, led Biafra Republic government in exile, has written to Finland President Alexander Stubb over the group's announced Biafra Declaration Convention. Ekpa, in a statement on Wednesday through X, noted that the letter of intent was presented on Monday to Finland President Alexander Stubb. According to Ekpa, the letter detailed justification on why the Biafra Declaration is a recipe for peace in Nigeria and Sahel region of Africa. The letter of intent informed the Finland president to support the Biafra Independence Declaration because it is a recipe for peace in the Sahel region, Ekpa wrote on his official X account. The government of Biafra is contacting you to inform you about the overall aims and goals of the Biafra Republic government in exile and its international legal personality, and the pending restoration of the United States of Biafra under the auspice of an internationally recognized referendum to be concluded the last week of November 2024. Unlike other secessionist governments in Africa before and since, Biafra was recognized by 5 United Nations member states. The letter reads in part. This comes amid the increased agitation for Biafra independence in the past years. EPA had announced that from November 29 to 3, 2024, Biafra independence will be declared in a convention in Finland. Recall that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been under detention since 2021 over Biafra agitation. Efforts and appeal from several Igbo leaders for his freedom have not yielded fruit. All right, welcome back. This is a letter written to the Finland president, stopped by Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile as EDB. You don't share. I think that Ekpa is actually taking this movement very, very serious. And I think that this is not like every other movement that have come before now to liberate the indigenous people of Biafra. There has been a lot of movements. Ojukwu came and go. Owazurike, who later joined the Nigeria party, and as if his own movement, the MASOP, has now been registered under Nigeria. They are even doing security work everywhere. MASOP members, you can hire them to do security for you and the rest of them. And after that, a lot of people came up. People like him are powerful. And also, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who started the last part of the game, that ignited the fire of freedom. That was when a lot of Igbo people started speaking out. Even some governmental parastatals supported, some governmental officials and the rest of them who were, pioneering this thing on the ground. Even though there are some selfish politicians who knew that if this happens to come to limelight, that they are going to lose their political position. People like senators, governors, and the rest of them who are kicking against this thing from behind, who are just fighting for their own personal interest. Even the office that have been given to them, the voted office they are occupying as the governors, the president, the senators, they have not been able to do anything for the masses. Yes, they have not been able to do anything good for the masses because as far as what is it called? As far as Nigeria is concerned, as far as Biafra is concerned, the politicians we have not been able to do any reasonable thing that have actually affected the life of the people. Nothing has been done in the interest of the masses. Imagine in a state in the northern part of Nigeria where the governor of that state said that they built, I think, how many boreholes with 1.2 billion naira. Only boreholes. Building of boreholes were done with 1.2 billion. And I think about 20-something boreholes or thereabout. And these politicians somehow, they feel that Nigerians or the citizens that are under them, their subjects, the populace, that these people are fools, that they are mumu, they don't even know what they are doing, because the way they are bringing out the expenditure, expecting us to accept these things wholeheartedly, expecting us to accept it hook, line, and sinker. I think it's appalling. It's painful. It's very, very painful. And that is why a lot of people have decided that the movement that will bring about the actualization of the indigenous people of Biafra should be taken serious. People like Simon Ekpa are making moves, making sure that these things come to pass. Meanwhile, let's go to another information. As government don't buy people for one obodo like that, will be Enugu State. They say 4 government shot dead in Enugu State. Let's go down to the full detail of the information as I go to edition out to you one by one. Remember that is my work here for you. to make sure that you get all the necessary information you need. As it be, security squad comprising the Nigerian Army, the police, and the DSS personnel also recovered a cache of arms and ammunition from gunmen, while some of them fled into the bush with various degree of gunshot injuries. The elements were intercepted in the early hours of Wednesday and overpowered by operative of Eha Alumona in Nsukka local government area while hatching sinister plans of attacking some parts of the state, including the metropolis. It was reported that an ESN commander who has been operating from neighboring state was arrested after hours of intense gun duel between the operatives and the men of the underworld. According to the source, the ESN commander who had been on the wanted list led the security operatives to their hideout where they stacked their arms, charms, and other dangerous objects. Meanwhile, the two security personnel who sustained minor injuries during the exchange of fire are presently receiving treatment and have been confirmed to be in stable condition. It will be recalled that the Enugu State Governor, Barrister Peter Mba, had vowed to flush out evil elements and hoodlums behind insecurity in the state through the ongoing security reforms, which include establishment of distress response squad, massive investment in the state command and control center, surveillance security system, and modern technology aimed at intercepting and eliminating all forms of security threat. Peter Mba, you have tried. And secondly, the matter now is that every single thing that happens now, they name them IPOB. If they catch thief, they name them IPOB ESM. Every. Peter Mba said that he's going to create a distress response squad, massive investment in state command and control center, surveillance security system, and modern technology aimed at intercepting and eliminating all forms of security. Yes, you want to install a surveillance security system and the modern technology. Meanwhile, roads that are leading to some villages in Enugu State has not been built, especially those places that they are doing a lot of farm work. That these people, you are supposed to give them a good road so that after harvesting their farm produce, they will be able to bring it easily into the city and sell it and make their money. But these people are looking at putting cameras and the rest of them. That's another means of eating the nation's money. And when they put this camera now, they will be telling us they do it with 100 billion. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain for the day. If this is your first time, kindly go ahead and sub, like, comment, share. Thank you for listening. God bless.